Welcome to the Learning has Changed list, the web series where I get to tackle all the things that I would like to learn how to change in education, the community of reflective practice vloggers, in order to create an engine for authentic learning. So I want to talk about the balance that I am trying to strike between talking about the work and doing the work. I had 5 meetings today, most of which were around talking about the work rather than doing the work. And I find every time that I sit down to work on something, there are 10 different things that are calling for my attention. And most of them are talking about the work rather than doing the work. And I'm trying to figure out what the balance is. And so I want to do a video where I'm actually exploring the talking about. So the stuff that is talking about, like this, where I'm doing reflection and I am actually debriefing what has happened and what has transpired and what I am learning, that I'm okay with doing a lot of. I'm okay with doing the postmortems and the debriefs and all of those kinds of things, and I want to make time for them, but not at the expense of actually having something to talk about and trying to make this sort of massive reflective piece out of nothing. And I'm finding myself trying to find these sort of minute wins that I can talk about and be proud of, rather than saying, I need to do some more stuff to be able to talk about it. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm not doing this every single day, is because I want to do more of the stuff and try not to do only the reflective piece and only that debrief. Because to a certain extent, the meetings that I am having are very exploratory in nature. They are all about making a connection with someone else that I do not have any experience with and establishing a relationship with in order to create sort of the conduit by which the work can happen. But if I'm only laying the groundwork and only starting conversations and not actually finalizing them or saying, this is the actual stuff that I would like to convey and have be put through the conduit, that I don't think that I'm doing the job that I would like to be doing. So I can only say that balance has been achieved when I have made something. I have something to show you, to say, look at what I made. I can create something. I can take a look at a problem and actually solve it, rather than just talk about solving it, or ask a question about solving it, or inquire. Although I do want to have an inquiry stance, and I would like to take a look at reflecting on every piece that I am learning, I can really only learn by making. I am going to create things, and I am going to show them to you, and then I would like to talk about them. And so starting a conversation before I've made anything is very difficult, because I am then trying to shoehorn the making into the conversation, and it doesn't always work, because I'm not always able to make on the fly. And although I have gotten very good at saying, hey, this is what I would like to do, and then that becomes the thing that I do, the doing is what I would like to be focused on for at least a little while, or at least in balance with the talking about. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, if you have figured out a balance between the doing and the talking about the doing, or the starting of conversations and the actual finishing of conversations, if you have found that balance and figured out some sort of workflow where you can say, you know what, I haven't had enough doing in my life right now, or I haven't had enough process, I haven't had enough time to talk about this with you. If you have figured out that balance, please leave it in the comments, subscribe on YouTube, or join us in the Google Plus community for reflective practice vlogging. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.